Okay, time we are again. Welcome to Eddie J. White's fantastic fifth grade town hall meeting. I am so honored to be leading the fifth grade team this year for the 2020-21 school year. I am also one of the magnificent math teachers on the fifth grade team. We have another magnificent math teacher on the fifth grade team, Miss Perkins. Miss Perkins, would you please say hello to everyone?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ms. Perkins. I'm going to be teaching math and social studies this year. So I look forward to working with you and your students.
Thank you. We also have a superb social studies teacher, Mr. Manning. Mr. Manning, please say hello.
How you doing? This is Mr. Manning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'll be teaching social studies and health this year.
Okay. We have our excellent ELA teacher, Miss Stevens. Please introduce yourself.
I'm sorry if you're talking to me. Baby's crying in the background, but Angelina McAdams, my grandson Dante McAdams is in the fifth grade.
Okay. I did not hear from Miss Stevens, but Miss Stevens is going to be teaching ELA this year for us. And again, she's an excellent ELA teacher.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I had my microphone muted. I'm Mrs. Stevens. I'll be teaching ELA and science this year. Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Miss Stevens. Next, we have our radiant reading teacher, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, please say hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Miss Johnson, and I will be serving as your child's fifth grade reading teacher this year. So I'm very excited for a great school year.
Thank you. Next, we have our super scientist, Mr. Ward.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Ward, and I will be teaching fifth grade science and ELA as well.
And we also have our very positive paraprofessional, Mr. Rajan, that will be working with the fifth grade team. Those are the members of our fifth grade team. At this time, Ms. Stevens, would you please pull up the fifth grade Power Compact? Parents, the fifth grade Power Compact. This is going to be the most important document that you will need to navigate your journey during this virtual learning experience. The first thing that we're going to go over on this document is Class Dojo. So you will be hearing from Mr. Ward at this time.
All right, everybody. Class Dojo will be used to keep track of our PBIS, which is positive behavior intervention. We will be using it to keep up with points for positive behaviors as well as provide feedback for negative behaviors. And it is available at classdojo.com, or it is even for an app on your phone. Within the first week of school, we will be inviting parents to join so that they can keep track of their students during the school day, after the school day. It can be used to get in touch with us, keep up with the happenings of our classrooms, as well as the happenings around the school. So please keep your eyes out for that invite next week.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ward. Next, we're going to talk about our Google Classroom codes. Ms. Stevens, if you could please click on the Google Classroom codes for me. Okay, parents, when you get access to Infinite Campus, you will see your student schedule. When you see your student schedule, your student will have a homeroom teacher scheduled there. So when you have your homeroom teachers, you guys will go in and join the class code for that homeroom teacher. For example, if you are in my homeroom, you will just go to Miss Rutledge Pearson and join my Google Classroom. If you are in Mr. Manning's homeroom, you will go to Mr. Manning's class and join his Google Classroom. If you see Miss Perkins as your homeroom teacher, then you will join Miss Perkins' Google Classroom. No student will see Miss Stevens' name on your schedule. She does not have a homeroom. So when you look at this list, you will see the teachers that have a homeroom, and go to your teacher's homeroom and join that Google Classroom. When we get your students on our live lessons on live next week, we will give them the Google Classroom code for the other teachers that they will need. So for now, you will join the Google Classroom code based on your homeroom teacher. Okay. Let's go back to our compact, Miss Stevens. I would like for you to go down to the help desk, please.
Did you catch the beginning of theirs? Because I didn't. Okay.
Okay. Please click on the portal guide. So parents, the portal guide is very important. This is how your students will. Ms. Stevens, go back to the compact, please. Okay, this is the Clayton County Public School Portal User Guide. This guide will show you and your student how to claim your student's Clayton County Public School account. Once the students have claimed this account, they will be able to go into Google Classroom. They will be able to get into our iReady links. They will be able to get into a lot of the icons to get to the resources that we use with our students. So before students claim your account, your name needs to be typed in exactly as it appears in Infinite Campus. This is for new students only. Your 7-digit ID number, you will put that in without the S, just put in the 7-digit ID number. You will access the portal by going to myclayton.k12.ga.us, and there's a link on the form for you. Or you can go to the Clayton County Schools homepage, scroll to the bottom of the screen, and you will see a link for CCPS portal. Once the students go in to claim their account, can you scroll down for me, Ms. Stevens? The student will enter that student ID number, and then the student will be asked to put their last name, first name, and student ID numbers in here at this screen. Keep scrolling down for me. You will have to enter a password. We suggest that students use their first initial, last name. If those are not enough numbers, then students can add numbers. So if the password asks you for seven letters or 7 numbers, if you don't have enough letters between your first initial, last name, then enter numbers to make up that difference. If you are returning Clayton County Public Schools students, you should be able to access the portal with your information from last year if you remember. Once students enter a password, for security purposes, you will have to answer 3 questions. So students pick 3 questions to answer. We suggest your birth month, your homeroom teacher name, and our school mascot, which is a wolf. If anything happens with your student ID and password and you need to reset it, you need to know those 3 questions that you answered here. Again, birth month, school mascot, which is a wolf, homeroom teacher name. Parents, we suggest that you keep this password and the student ID number in your cell phone. Have students keep it in their cell phone. And once we invite you to our Google Classrooms and our Class Dojo, we would like for you to email those to the teachers so that we will have a running list so that we can help you to keep up with those codes. Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Would you please report back, go back to our compact, please? Thank you. Next, I would like to go over to the student expectations, and Mr. Manning is going to talk to you about the attendance and grading policies.
How you doing again? Mr. Manning. All right, so failure to adhere to this guideline could count as an absence for the student. Course inactivity could count as an absence. Teachers will continue to take attendance as they have been taking attendance. If a student is not present for at least one half of the instructional day for elementary, they will be considered absent. Secondary students, attendance will be taken for each class period. They must be present for at least one half of the class period to be counted present. Teachers will reconcile attendance every Friday based on the level of student engagement during the week. If a student is absent from class, they must complete the assignment prior to 11:59 p.m. If the student is not completed by 11:59, the student will be counted absent for that day. The attendance secretary will monitor attendance to ensure accurate attendance for each student. Elementary teachers will assign at least one grade per week in the grade book per content. That's one grade per week in the grade book for each content. Elementary, fine arts, physical education, and CTAE teachers are exempt from entering grades weekly. However, these teachers must enter grades within 10 days of assigned task project activity. Special education teachers and general education co-teachers will follow grading expectations with special education accommodations. Reminder that the GAA functional curriculum teachers are exempt from weekly gradebook entries and will enter 4 grades per subject per 9 weeks. Students can receive an I for assignments that have not been completed. Again, students can receive an I for assignments that have not been completed. Teachers are permitted to use both the incomplete and exemption features in the Infinite Campus in order to safeguard students' performance in a virtual learning environment. However, the I must be reconciled with a numeric grade by midterm or end of term grading. For instance, if an I is assigned prior to progress reports, it must be reconciled into a numeric grade before grades are posted for progress reports. If an I is assigned after progress reports, but prior to the I must be reconciled into a numeric grade prior to posting grades for the report card. Once a student receives an I, parents shall be notified that the student has an incomplete and provided with an explanation of how the student can resolve the I by completing the necessary assignments by the specified deadline. For virtual learning, teachers should use the following professional guidelines when creating an assignment that will count as a test, quiz, or project grade. Have students and parents received at least a week's notice. So that means we will give you a week's notice when we have a test, quiz, or a project. Have students receive necessary scaffolds, accommodations, or other supports to be successful on the test, quiz, or project. That means we will not give a test, quiz, or project without doing the necessary accommodations before we give the test. Have students receive feedback on their performance on the relevant standards. To support student engagement and progress, the following steps will be taken. This is important, so please pay attention. After 2 days of student inactivity, the teacher will initiate a virtual check-in with the parent to communicate the concern and expectation regarding student participation in the course on a daily basis and academic progress in alignment with the course pacing guides syllabus. If the teacher makes contact with the parent or student, the issue is resolved. If the teacher fails to make contact and the student accumulates up to 3 inactivities, the principal's designee will call other contact persons, numbers, and Infinite Campus in addition to sending a message via the parent portal. If no contact is made with the parent or student and the student does not actively participate in the course, the principal's designee will escalate the concern to the school counselor, who will call the parent and complete a social worker referral to access needs and develop an action plan to address the concerns. After 5 days, if there is not a response from the parent and or the student does not actively participate in the course, the student will be referred to the social work team for a wellness check home visit. If the student is a student with a disability, notice of inactivity and lack of contact should also be given to the lead teacher for special education for the follow-up. And that was your attendance and grading policy.
Okay, next, Ms. Johnson will talk about our ground rules for live virtual sessions.
Okay, so good afternoon again, everyone. This is Ms. Johnson. We have compiled a list of expectations or ground rules for live virtual sessions. So number 1, students will have about 3 minutes to greet friends and teachers. After those initial 3 minutes, we will begin class time. Number 2, all student microphones will be muted when the teacher is presenting. Number 3, students should enter questions in the chat box. In the upper right corner, you will see a box similar to a text message. You will click on that box to open the chat box. Number 4, questions may be entered in the chat during the entire presentation. Students do not have to wait for a teacher to say any questions. So again, if a student should have any questions at any point during the presentation, they can enter those questions into the chat box. They do not have to wait. Number 5, when a teacher asks a question during the presentation to the whole group, students should answer in the chat box. Number 6, if a student is playing or dancing in the camera, entering inappropriate comments into the chat box, or even saying hello to people after greetings are over, they will be removed from the session. So I'm going to read that again. If a student is seen playing or dancing in the camera, entering any kind of inappropriate comments into the chat box, or displaying any inappropriate behaviors, they will be removed from the live virtual session and parents and guardians will be notified.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Okay, Ms. Stevens, may we go back to the Power Compact? Okay, as Ms. Stevens is pulling up the Power Pack, there are other people that will be here to support the fifth grade team that I would like to introduce. And those people will be your DES chair, Ms. Weaver. DES stands for Department of Exceptional Students. And those are the students that have individualized education programs. And that stands for IEP. Ms. Weaver will be here to assist those students. Ms. Weaver, if you're here, would you like to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, parents. I do look forward to supporting you and your student. If you have a student in the special education department, I'm happy to assist in any way possible. Feel free to send me an email. Click on my email link if you have any questions, concerns, or if I can be of any help to you. I look forward to working with you this year.
Thank you. We also have our ESOL teacher, Ms. Kelly. We have our SST staff, Ms. Jackson. That is our student support team. We have our great gifted teacher, Ms. Little. Ms. Little, would you like to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, parents and staff. My name is Ms. Little, and I look forward to working with you all again this year. I see that I have some returning fifth grades from fourth graders now up and rising fifth graders, so I look forward to a fun and creative year. If I have any other parents that are new and may be interested in information regarding the gifted program, I will put my contact information in the chat box. Thank you very much.
And also, if you click on the link for Ms. Little's name, it will take you to her email. We also have our caring counselor, Ms. Boyd. Ms. Boyd has a video that she wants us to share. We're going to attempt to share that video with you. If there's a problem with you hearing the audio, we will move on in our presentation, but we would like to share that video with you at this time.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want them to start
Yes,
playing.
we can, Ms. Perkins. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Perkins, for sharing that video. Ms. Boyd will be here to help you and your student during this virtual learning period with any of your social, emotional needs. She will be there to help you. And that video just shows you how creative the team has become in making sure that students are engaged during this virtual learning experience. We would also like to share a video from our specials team. Our special teams will be here also to help your students with their creativity, with your art, with your music. We're going to make sure you still stay healthy and you still will have health. And we would like to share that video with you as well. Thank you guys for your patience.
Don't worry, boss. I'll be right there. Hey guys, didn't see you there. My name is Miss Finkley, and I'm the media art instructor for grades 3 through 5. And my superpower is helping students use traditional art material and technology media to create artworks. Welcome to Eddie White Elementary. I'm on the way, boss. Hang in there.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm Coach Trevor. I teach physical education at Eddie White Elementary. We're going to have a ball of fun this year. We're going to have fun and fitness, and we're going to get together. We're going to jump, hop, skip, and do all those little fun things. So, for my superpowers, we're having fun and we got fitness. See you soon.
Hi guys, welcome to Eddie White. My name is Miss CA, and I'm going to be your visual arts teacher for grades K through 5. I look forward to meeting you and helping you grow in creativity and imagination. See you soon.
You're here. We don't have much time. My name is Mr. Goodall. I'm your music teacher for Eddie White Elementary. My teaching superpowers include creativity and helping you turn even the tiniest of talents into the most massive masterpieces. Welcome to Eddie White.
Thank you so much for sharing it with us, Ms. Perkins. We're going to go back to our compact at this time.
just said 2 videos.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. The fifth grade team works so well together. We are so happy to be here serving you all. We also want you guys to look down at our content and curriculum area. In that section, you will find your fifth grade standards for all contents. So whatever content it is, math, science, health, social studies, that will take you directly to the Georgia Department of Education's website, and you will be able to find the standards that your students will be working on. So as you see on your screen, on your left-hand corner in the orange box, you will just click K through 5. Once you click on K through 5, then the subjects will also appear for you. Go over on grade 5 on the right-hand side, and then subjects will appear. And then you just click whichever content that you are looking for, and you will see the standards that we are working on. These standards are very important because it helps you to understand what we will be teaching your students. And some of our website resources, you can search those websites just by entering the standard. Ms. Stevens is just going through it a little bit, showing you. We're going to go back to our compact at this time. And underneath the curriculum,
Stevens enlarge your screen so we can view it. Thank you.
If Ms. Stevens, if you go down to additional instructional links, or just instructional links, I'm sorry, not additional, just instructional links. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. So this links has a lot of material that you can use to help your learner as you are at home during this virtual learning time. Scroll down for me, please. Scroll down a little more, please. One of the first sites you see here is Khan Academy, the number 1. That site really works well when you have the standard. So that's why we have the link to the standards there. You will be able to go to Khan Academy, put in that standard, and it will give you resources to help your students. We also have here, if you scroll down for me, Cool Math. That is one of the sites that the students love. Cool Math has a lot of fun math games that help support instruction, and the kids really love it. So that link will take you to 20 different sites that will help you get material for your student that will help keep them engaged and activate their learning when they're at home during this virtual learning experience. Could we please go back to the Power Pact? I also want to go down to parent involvement. Parents, we want you to understand you are the most important co-teacher that we have. You are going to be at home supporting your kids, which is going to help them so much during the virtual learning period. We're depending on you guys a lot, we know, but we have to work together in collaboration in order to make this successful. But parents, you're not alone. You have your teacher and our parent liaison, Miss Austin. And if you click on that link, it will take you directly to Miss Austin's email address. Miss Austin will be here to help you navigate Infinite Campus and any other needs that you have during the virtual learning experience. She has a lot of resources, but most importantly, if you cannot get into Infinite Campus, please email Miss Austin. It's very important that you're in Infinite Campus so that you can monitor grades. Even last over the break, we had student enrollment for summer enrichment programs directly in Infinite Campus. A lot of information is going to be shared with you during Infinite Campus. You can access your student schedule here as well. So make sure that you know how to get in. And if you do not know how to get in, or if you're having trouble, there's a link on the pack on this Power Pack and contact Ms. Austin. Next, I would like to go down to the meal schedule section. I know we're not physically in the building, but we do have a message from our nutritionist that we would like to share for you. She created a video. I don't, we're not able to hear this video.
Ms. Scott, I can share. I'll share, Ms. Scott.
Thank you guys for granting us grace with this technology.
Good morning and welcome back to the Den Wolfpack family as we enter into our 2020-21 school year. My name is Cartonia Hill, your Nutrition Service Manager here at Eddie White Academy. As we enter into the virtual learning environment, please be aware that we will be providing breakfast and lunch meals Monday through Fridays. All Clayton County Public School students may receive meals at the bus stop closest to their home, in which you can find a schedule on the transportation website, or you can pick up curbside at the nearest school from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Only Clayton County Public School students are eligible to receive meals in which the student ID may be required to get the meals. Also, parents and guardians may also pick up the meals for the students. Do not hesitate to contact me at 770-472-2852 if you have any questions or concerns about your students' nutritional needs. Again, welcome back to the school year 2020-21, and we're gonna make it a great year. Again, my name is Mrs. Hill, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Be safe.
Thank you, Ms. Perkins. The last section we're going to go over on our Power Pack is our supply list. So on our Power Pack, we have a supply list there for you. Now, during the year, these supplies are going to be for you when we come back in the building, but a lot of you still going to need the notebooks and everything as you are home. So if you can click on that link, you will see that we're just asking students to have loose leaf paper, composition books, folders, ink pens, pens, those type of things. One of the most important things we're going to ask students to have when they return to the building is the hand sanitizer. And one of the very important things we're going to ask the students during the virtual learning experience is also to have headphones. That's going to be very important for students as they navigate the virtual learning experience. At this time, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in to our virtual 5th grade town hall meeting. We really appreciate you guys. There are questions in the chat box that team members have been answering as we were going along. The last thing I'm going to do on this compact is just say to you all that we are very excited to work with your students, and we're going to need your support. So we're going to share this last inspirational video showing you how much the parent support will mean to your students and to us during this experience.
am down and oh my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you so much, Ms. Perkins. At this time, parents, I would just like to say I really appreciate your time today. I know that you have a lot of questions, and we're going to work very hard to get them answered. I'm going to give you about 5 more minutes. They have not been answered. Go ahead and take yourself off mute and ask your question, and one of our fantastic 5th grade team members will try to answer your question for you.
Hello. This is
Hello.
Miss Austin. Oh, this is Miss Austin, parent liaison for Title I for Eddie White Elementary. I just wanted to let some parents know I'm going to put my email as well as my contact number in the chat, that if you need to contact me in regards to Infinite Campus or resources that you may need in the